What's growing on, everybody? Thanks for fucking it up. What's growing on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to DEANO'S. It is 2021. Hopefully everybody's living free and staying irie. And what I got on today's episode is what I've got planned for my grow this year and how I prepare my soil for my seedlings. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let's start with what I am growing this year. And as you can see, I am going to be growing Barney's Farms Mimosa Evo feminized, and I'm going to be breeding that one. I'm going to be growing 707 headband feminized seed and Seedsman White Widow. Those are going to be my 3 feminized seeds that I'm growing this year. And out of my own strains this year, I am going to be growing my TGA Pheno number 2, the regular seeds, and I will be breeding that as well with whatever males I come out with from my seeds this year. Next one is Magic Rabbit. That is a cross. These are all crossed from my Valley Fire strain. So Magic Rabbit is Valley Fire crossed with Vanilla Kush. Next is my Headbang V1. That is 707 Black Dog crossed with my Valley Fire. The next one is the Magician, which is my Cronbomb strain times my Valley Fire. And then if I have room, I'm gonna grow some of my TGA Pheno number 1 and my Valley Fire, just to try and get some pollen or see how the strains work out. But I've got other indoor growers that are testing and they're coming out fire. So with that said, that is what I'm growing this year. So once again, the Mimosa Evo by Barney's Farms, 707 Headband by Humbled Seeds, Seedsman White Widow, all are feminized seeds, and then my TGA, which is a Cherry Gasm crossed with my Valley Fire, Pheno number 2, Magic Rabbit, Headbang V1, and the Magician. So on to the next thing. So hope y'all like the hat. I do have a trim bag and it works wonderfully. I'll do a video on that later. So but they are awesome. Thank you guys for hooking it up with the hat. Thank you, Trim Bag, for having an awesome product that works and gets a lot of stuff trimmed really quick. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Tip my hat to you. So let's put these away and get into the soil, yeah? So what we got here is how I mix my soil, pre-mix my soil for my seeds and get it ready. So I've got seeds germinating. I'm going to do a video on that as well. 3 different ways to germinate your seeds that are on point and they work. What we got here is some BioLive. I use BioLive because it's got a mix of everything that your plants are going to need, minus a couple of other things to get them started and healthy. And it's also got a couple of different mycorrhizas in there as well. And then what I've got here is some Mycos. Now all you growers know that Mycos is the shit and it works very well. I also like to use White Shark, but I am out this year. So and I don't think I'll be using it. If I do, I'll let you know. Next, I've got a half of a Dixie cup full of neem seed meal. This is going to help with a little bit of nitrogen, and it's mostly to help with pest management, to allow the plants to uptake something through the roots that will build up in their system and help them become pest resistant for the most part, or at least help them along the way. Next, like I said, the BioLive in this cup, half a Dixie cup, and then I've got some nice fresh peat moss that I'm going to mix with my soil compost mix over here that I get locally. And thank you, Eb, if anybody is in the local area or in Southern California, if you want the information for his contact, he's from Ramona and his stuff is awesome. I'll show it right now. So what we got here, this is his pre-mixed soil, which is compost, sand, perlite, and fresh wooded material. It's very, very good. He has a scientist that he works with that helps him spice it up, so it's already inoculated and it's nice. Very, very nice. It works very well and I have no complaints about it. Actually, he's the best. Southern California for that part, so that I know of. So anyways, I'll show you guys, let's get to the next part and show you what I do. So let's get these out. Next, what I'm going to do is remove these. I know this isn't rocket science, y'all. Probably don't need a video on this, but you're gonna get one anyways, and hopefully you like it. So I'm going to take some of this and sprinkle it. Now, I'm not really measuring, no need to. I just go with what I think the plants will need. A little extra. Now, no need for like a whole crap ton of this, because there's also mycorrhizas inside the BioLive. So take a little bit of this, sprinkle it in. Take a little bit of this, sprinkle it in. And grab a shovel. Now I have my own compost mix in the background. Don't know if y'all can see it, but it's right over, yeah, can't really see it. Let me see. Right over there. So, yeah, that's my pile of compost, and I got to turn that after this video. Now let's give it a nice mix. Let's actually pour this on the top. Put that in. Actually, let's throw some more on top. I'm going to mix this by hand. I'm going to mix this until I feel it's nice and mixed. And I will be adding one more ingredient that I didn't bring out here, and that is worm castings, my own worm castings. That should be plenty. 20 some odd pots. Look at it. Ooh. Nice and spongy, full of life. And that's that. So, like I said, I will be adding one more ingredient, and that is my own homemade worm castings. And that's it. And that's what I use to prepare my soil for my seeds that I'm germinating, so that they have a nice healthy place to live and grow for the first couple of months before I put them out in the garden. And I think that's that. And anything else? Nope, I think that's it. I do have some videos coming up. Like I said, I'm going to do a germination video. I know I promised a trimming video. I'm going to show you guys the trim bag. And other ways that I trim. And then I've also got some other things I've been playing around with that I've got in store. So with that said, thanks for tuning in to DEANO'S. And as always, grow on, be healthy, live free, stay irie, y'all. Peace. So, with the worm castings that I add, I'd like to reiterate why I add them, and it is because the worms will break down the amendments that I just added to the soil, to my mix, and make it readily available for the plants. Without the worms, it would take quite a while for the microbes to break it down, and that's another thing that the worms will do. They'll add all the good bacteria and microbes via their gut biome into the soil, which will then in turn break it down faster, and keep the soil nice and healthy. Also, I will be topping the soil with a little bit of cover crop, so a little bit of clover on the top, just to help feed the plants nitrogen as they're growing, and also to keep the soil moist and covered, so for protection. So and that's it. So thanks for tuning in.